Hey guys, what's up? This is Hex, and in today's video for ESO for Beginners, I'm going to be talking about Alchemy. This is going to be a basic tutorial. There's going to be no mention of Master Alchemy writs. I'm just keeping it strictly to the basic level. So with that said, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find an alchemy station, and these are located in well-populated areas, and you can also get these for your home. So you just walk up to it, tab X, it'll give you two options, creation and formula. Formula you don't want to really mess with yet because that pertains to schematics that you get for crafting items for your home. What you want to be concerned with right now is your creation. And there's three things that you want to that you'll typically be fiddling with, which is potion solvents, which is your water, your poison solvent, which is your oils, and your reagents, which are various plants and mushrooms and stuff that you have acquired as you've journeyed Tamriel. If you look to the right, you'll see four boxes, large boxes that have symbols in them. The first one pertains to your solvents, and you can only use one solvent at a time. And the last three are focused on your reagents. And in the case of basic, we're only going to be filling with two of those boxes, because if you start filling with three of the boxes, those are for your master crafting writs. Two things you want to keep in mind before you even start crafting is that you want to make sure you're the appropriate level to make what's required of you. So let's say you're level 10 and you have your points into your alchemy skill trees. That means you're going to be only able to make, if you're using, let's say, poison solvent, you're only going to be able to use clear water and natural water. That's about as far as you can go. So if you want to make something that's like level 20, you'll have to put in points, into alchemy. And of course, it's the same thing with your poison. If you're level 10, you can only do, ichor or grease. Now, if you're doing like writs specifically, you want the highest quality potion that you can get. So instead of choosing, let's say, grease, like that does like level 3 poison, you'll always want to do ichor, or however you say it for the time being. So you always want the highest level that you can do for those. And secondly, when you first start getting your plants and your other reagents, you'll see each one of them listed, but they won't have your effects, as you can see, because each particular reagent will have 4 effects. But when you first gather them, you won't know what they are because you haven't experimented with them yet. My advice is just, if you want to know what you want to unlock them, is just choose, any, potion or poison solvent that you have, and just simply grab any 2 that you want and experiment with it. Now, I've already unlocked these, so it's telling me right now what my effect will get. But if you don't know, what effects that you have, just choose whichever one you get, and it will say unknown potion. And that's how you know you're on the right track. So if you hit square the craft, then it'll tell you what the result is of not only what potion you're going to get, but what effect that you're going to unlock. And you just keep doing that until you unlock all the effects. Now, there's some reagents that won't work with others, and you'll know when you try to select it and craft it, it will say inert, inert potion, which means it won't work. So you just want to concern yourself with the unknown potion. As you can see on my top right, I have my alchemist writ ready to go, and it says that I need to craft damage stamina poison 9 and acquire 3 spider eggs, which I already have. Now the thing is, it's not saying that you have to use spider eggs to craft this particular poison. It just wants these eggs alongside the poison that you're crafting. Now, if you have everything unlocked, and you want to make sure you do this because it makes it a heck of a lot easier, you'll notice that you'll have like these arrows that are pointing down to some of the solvents as well as some of the reagents. And all that really means is that it's saying that this is the particular solvent that you want to use. And as far as reagents go, it's going to have one, effect that each one of these are going to have an effect that you're wanting to use. So for example, like I have damage, stamina, poison, for it to work, and I'm taking a look at the emetic Rusula. As you can see, there's a ravaged stamina effect, which is what I want. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to select them, but before I do, in order to clear this out from like the stuff that doesn't have the arrows, I'm just going to go ahead and hit R3, and that way it kind of narrows it down a little bit further. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is tap X, and then I'm going to tap X again for the emetic Rusula. And the next thing I want to choose is I want to make sure that the next thing that I choose is that I don't have any of the other effects. So I only want one that only has the ravaged stamina and nothing else. So let's say I'm looking at here, I've got a ravaged stamina, and it looks like I don't have any of the other effects that are listed in the previous. So I can go ahead and tap X, and there you go. I'm going to have my damage, stamina, poison 9. Now let's say, for example, let me go ahead and just tap X again to clear that out. And let's say that I'm choosing something that has, the ravaged stamina, but it also has the other effects as well. So I've got Stinkhorn here, which also has ravaged health. So if I try to choose that, it's going to give me a different type of poison altogether. So let's just back up out of this and choose the flesh fly larva again. And then once you get that, you just go ahead and craft. And there you go. And you also have the option below to craft multiple. So let's say something's required where it wants 20 potions. If you hold down on square, you can choose a number of the amount of potions that you're going to be able to make. And as you can see, all I got to do now is deliver my goods to the nearest quartermaster. And that's all I wanted to talk to you guys for today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I hope to talk to you guys real soon. Take care.